Well, after taking 10 years off from academic study, I decided to go back to PVCC. And then from there, I went to VCU and got a BFA in sculpture. And after that, I got a MFA in electronic media from Alfred University.
Yeah.
So I spent four
You did
years in Alfred University as 2 years completing my degree and then 2 years doing postgraduate work.
So you did a lot of schooling.
Yeah, it's pretty much my whole life.
Why'd you stay in school for so long?
Well, no, it was sort of just an academic bug I've had.
It was just easy for you to be in school, to be
Yeah.
like a scholar.
Yeah, it was. I just sort of seemed to have a connection with being in a learning academic environment. I see myself, as I've always lived in Charlottesville and worked in Charlottesville and went to school here, so I see myself as a member of the community. I see myself as a member of the university community also. And those in my mind, they're the same and they are different. There's a general community that involves the university, and then when you become a member of a specific group of people or institution, you've gone down
Yeah.
the level has become more selective at that point.
Right.
Or more specific, I guess.
Yeah.
Or specialized, or
Yeah.
whatever the word is.
Do you think that there's like friction between those two things?
I think, the people who aren't university students, people who just live in the community, they sort of find the students in their way. It's like, whenever, there's a home game or something, it shuts down the town. They can't park, they can't drive.
Yeah.
Whenever, people who live in the community, they find, the students, when they party and, things like that, and
Yeah.
some of the noise and activities that go on with that, they sit there and gripe and complain about it. I've never had a problem with that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've pretty much lived with students my whole life.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much been, one of these people that, the natives, would complain about.
Right.
As-
Do you think there's like good things that come from the relationship? Like good aspects of, the university students being here? Like, do you think that the university students impact the community in a positive way? Or
I think the university itself is the distinguishing factor in Charlottesville. I don't think Charlottesville would be Charlottesville without the university. Because Charlottesville, it's very compressed, very condensed. You can find just a ton of cultural events that happen around the university, and they bleed out in the community. And I don't think those type of activities would happen without the university. Yeah, pretty much, it's like I was always pretty much a loner.
you're a loner?
Yeah, so, I'd always find things that I could do by myself. So I would always either draw or I would take paper and cardboard and I would build little structures with it. I would make my own games. I made my own chess set when I was a kid,
Yeah.
Go to the 3D chess pieces out of paper.
Do you think you're a loner?
Yeah, pretty much.
Why?
I'm not sure. I've just never had the knack for just social skills. And if I interact with someone, it's because I'm sharing an interest. Like if it's in an academic setting and I'm with other video students or other sculptors or other people, I can interact, with them on an associate level.
Yeah, I see
But
what you're saying.
just never seemed to be the kind of person that was just in general to be a socialite or social butterfly or be.
Yeah. So do you think that like
It's always been sort of an introvert, yeah.
you're an introvert? How do you think that affects your life, like your daily life?
It just means I'm always trying to do something that busies me, either meditating or working on a mathematical problem or working out the code for a specific image that I'm trying to make in processing. Or reading. I do a lot of reading.
Yeah.
I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of videos. When most of my art history courses are in cinema. So I watch a lot of cinema. And I try to analyze movies. I try to look, and I try to analyze when a cut has been made, what they did to create this lighting effect, what must have been the logistics, how the camera must have moved through the scene.
Yeah.
It enables me to sort of be able to do those type of things, because it's like quiet mental time, things that I can do in my head.
Do you see like, your life as a movie and
Sometimes, yes.
If you could analyze, that movie, then what do you think it would say?
I'm not sure yet. There would probably be a lot of tension, a lot of unresolved issues that I'm still trying. A lot of conflict of interest that I'm still trying to resolve and reconcile and make fit together.
Yeah. I feel like you're always talking about like things that don't fit that you try to fit. And you're always, I feel like in a lot of ways you like have this, view of why things should fit together. And maybe it's because you're like dyslexic. Remember you're talking about your dyslexia. So like how you see things fitting together is different from, what you see in the world fitting together.
And perhaps I have a view or a vision or the way I try to interact in the world, perhaps, from my perspective, it may seem right. From other perspectives, it may just be in the way, or it may, cause conflicts that I'm not aware of, because I'm seeing it from a different way.
Yeah.
And perhaps I haven't found a way to communicate my ideas to other people. And
you communicate pretty fine to me. Do you like have conflicts a lot? Like with other people sometimes?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If the relationship tends to get too personal.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Well, what'd you make?
I don't know. Some creepy little face, lips, and facial mouth expression. Looks like something out of like a Batman movie or something.
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah, kind of. It really it really does kind of, well, a little, not, not so much, but it does kind of like it's a Joker. Yeah. Was that what you were going for, you think?
No, I don't think it's what I was going for, but it's sort of what happened. And with this little Salvador Dali mustache.
Salvador Dali, yeah. Why do you think that's so funny?
I don't know. I've always thought his persona was pretty